king in Baghdad sent his son to the market for provisions. Soon afterwards, the son comes home, his face white and trembling, and tells the king that in the marketplace, he saw a man he recognized as Death, who made a threatening gesture. Borrowing the king's fastest horse, the son flees at great speed to Samarra, a city a distance of about 75 miles, where he believes Death will not find him. The king then goes to the marketplace and finds Death and asks why he made such a threatening gesture to his son, to which Death responds, "Sir, that was not a threatening gesture. It was just that I was surprised. I was astonished to see him in Baghdad because I have an appointment with him tonight in Samarra." So many of you have been wondering, where did I go? Did I quit? Did I retire? Did I die? And I want to set the record straight. No, I did not quit. No, I did not retire. And no, I'm not dead. But I am dying. We all are. In the next 10 minutes of you watching this video, over 1,200 people around the world will die. But the people in Bhutan, one of the happiest countries in the world, claim that in order to be a truly happy person, you must think of death 5 times a day. The Greeks and Stoics would often keep a human skull on their desk side, meaning memento mori, which translates to remember that you will die. In the famous text, the Tibetan book on living and dying, it is said, of all footprints, those of the elephant are supreme, and of all meditations, that on death is supreme. And so death, guys and girls, for the last few months, has had me questioning, am I living this brief time that I have fully, authentically? So I took a pause.
Please welcome Prince E.
Prince EA.
Because listen, I've been on this planet for 34 years. The average lifespan for a man is 78, for a black man it is 72. So statistically speaking, I'm getting close to halfway there. Now you may be 18 thinking you have 60 years to live, but you may have less time than me. Because like that story showed us, death finds you when it is time for your appointment. And so you too must ask, what does it mean to live a full life? Because you see, the quality of your life is based on the quality of your questions. Are you asking the important questions? 99% of us are not. For 99%, social pressures have completely blinded us and turned us into hungry ghosts. In the Buddhist tradition, a hungry ghost is a demon, ugly with a big belly, long neck, and tiny mouth. It symbolizes a tormented craving. They are so hungry, but with their tiny mouths and skinny necks, they can never get enough to satisfy their hunger, so they keep searching. Isn't this the human condition? No matter how much you get, you always want more, because of course you can never have enough of what you don't really want. There's an 85-year-old woman who, at the end of her life, wrote a poem, and it goes like this. If I had my life to live over, I'd make more mistakes next time. I'd relax. I would be sillier than I have been this trip. I would take fewer things seriously. I would take more chances. I would take more trips. I would climb more mountains and swim more rivers. I would eat more ice cream and less beans. I would perhaps have more actual troubles, but I'd have fewer imaginary ones. You see, one of those people who live sensibly, insanely, hour after hour, day after day. Yeah, I've had my moments, and if I had to do it over again, I'd have more of them. In fact, I try to have nothing else, just moments, one after another, instead of living so many years ahead of each day. You see, I was one of those people who never go anywhere without a thermometer, a raincoat, and a parachute. If I had my life to live over, I would start barefoot earlier in the spring and stay that way later in the fall. If I had to do it again, I would travel lighter next time. I would go to more dances. I would ride more merry-go-rounds. I would pick more daisies. If I had my life to live over. Guys, my journey in life has been quite the adventure. From growing up in St. Louis, the most dangerous city in America, to working as a mascot, to performing and speaking all over the world. See, I have been blessed to be able to look behind the curtain on both sides. I've seen great poverty and I've seen great wealth. And so now I'm interested in what I believe is the most important step of life, the highest calling, complete freedom. Living in true freedom is rare. I just don't see too many people with it. Now, I've met millionaires and billionaires, and you would think they are free, but many are imprisoned. Imprisoned by the ambition of wanting more. They are not free. They have simply built a luxury bed in their jail cell. This life, guys, is a mystery, but this I know for sure. We are not here to merely achieve name, fame, or financial gain. There is something deeper. Our lives will be measured by our standard of life, not by our standard of living. We are not here to merely entertain ourselves, to scroll up and down, swipe left and right, feeding our minds junk food, rotting these marvelous brains. We literally use the greatest tool on the face of the earth to spread hate on Twitter and watch prank drama channels. That's like building the most advanced computer known to man and using it only to watch TikTok videos. So what's next for me? Well, first, it is my mission to walk the talk. And then I want to help you to achieve complete freedom in all of its forms. But first, I must ask, what is success to you? I don't mean success in the eyes of others. What is success to you? What does your highest and best self look like? There is a difference between ego goals and spirit goals, between a good idea and a God idea. You can fool many people, maybe even yourself for a time, but I guarantee you at the end of your life, maybe even on your deathbed, you will wonder why you wasted this gift of existence, striving for accolades and some empty version of success. And so, like me, I want you to pause. First, appreciate where you are right now. Realize you are still watching this video for a reason. Most people already clicked off because it is not their time to hear this. It is yours. I want you to let go of ego-driven achievement. Realize that you don't have to achieve anything to be worthy. All you must do is be. Be yourself totally and fully. There have been 117 billion people who have lived and died on this blue planet. But there has never been and will never be another you. Listen not to your mind, but to your heart of hearts. And so I will end with one final story. The great master became a legend in his lifetime. It was said that God once sought his advice. God said, I want to play a game of hide and seek with humankind. I have asked my angels, what is the best place to hide in? Some say the depth of the ocean. Others say the top of the highest mountain. Others say the far side of the moon or a distant star. What do you suggest? The master paused and said, hide in the human heart. That is the last place they will look.